Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to episode 20 of my FIFA 15 career mode. I'm Samaya RGHD, and today you're going to be joining us for our next three fixtures, one of which is going to be against who was it now? Manchester City, I think. Then Chelsea in the Capital One Cup and Arsenal. As you can probably tell already, this is going to be a post commentary because for some reason my the original recording didn't pick up the commentary I did, which is probably a good thing because my language was vile. And the contents of the interior of the room I was recording in was bluer than the sky, to be quite honest. It was literally that bad. But yeah, as you can probably see, we're 13th in the league after not the best start in the league. But when you consider who we've been playing against, arguably. No, I was playing Tottenham. Sorry, yeah, it was Tottenham I was playing, not Man City. But, yeah, anyway, after the teams we've played against, it's not really surprising we are where we are in the league, apart from the fact that we got knocked out of the European Cup, well, Europa League, first time I'm asking, but let's get into this game against Tottenham at St James's Park. And here we are for this game. Obviously, being an Arsenal fan, this is one game I want to win, like, without a doubt. And here you go. As you can see, Tottenham top of the league after 4 games, which pretty much means nothing against us in 13th. And as if you needed to know who the commentators were, they're there for you. These Cabella again playing as is skipper for us today, and you should be seeing Christian Eriksen, as you can see, is going to be playing. In the lineup should be coming up pretty soon. Now I was like looking at the team, I'm not really sure who's playing, but here we go. Here's my team: Krul, Shiglio, Nastasic, Younger, and Biwa, Santon, Tiote, Anita, Ben Arthur, Cabella, Ojikup, and Cisse as the starting 11. Then Scuffit, Dan Hudzeniazov, Sissoko, Kolbak, Gufran, and Asumbalunga on the bench. So I'm pretty happy with my lineup. Should really kind of do the business for me, hopefully. And for Tottenham, it's Vaughan, Walker, Vertonghen, Chichelis, or whatever his name is, Davis, Paulinho, Capoue, Townsend, Chadley, Ericsson, Adebayor, starting 11, Frida, Suakoto, Dembele, Benteke, Fazio, Holtby, and Kane on the bench. Obviously, the notable name there being Benteke. Now, I'm sorry about the absence I've had. It's been a unofficial sabbatical, if you want to call it that. Basically, I've been thinking about what I want to do with this series, because obviously I was targeting European success, and we've been knocked out at the first hurdle. And to be quite honest, this isn't the first time I've had doubts about the series. And here we are anyway with the first chance, and yeah, pretty poor chance to be honest. But yeah, think what I want to do with the series, and I've come to the conclusion that it's probably after this season I'm not going to carry it on and start on another project, which my friends probably already know about, and another chance of Ben Arthur, which sadly goes wide. But no, it'll be a career mode. No, probably with a team you wouldn't expect me to do it with, but no, I'm looking forward to doing it. But I'm going to finish this season and try and do the best I can. But meanwhile, here's a chance for Tottenham, whips it in, and Chadley knocks it in. Fantastic. Not the best start I wanted to get off to. I actually can't really call it the best start, seeing as it's in the 41st minute. But no, totally unmarked header. For some reason, De Sciglio dove across it rather than diving at it, and or was it Ben Arthur? Okay, Ben Arthur just totally screws up. Never was going to get to that, and just leaves Chadley with a free header. Krul again should have done better, and we find ourselves trailing game 1-0. And here we are in the second half for a second chance of Tottenham, and again whipped in kind of to the box, and a good save by Krul. Arguably may have hit the post, but oh no, wait, it's offside, which suits me. But unfortunately, Adebayor's come off for Benteke. But here we are, and again Benteke unchallenged header and puts it over the bar. But now chance for us finally to Ben Arthur, takes it round his man and puts it wide again, which is happening all too often with Ben Arthur at the minute, and I'm beginning to lose patience with him because he's missing these kinds of chances, which, I mean, 1 or 2 years ago you'd be expecting him to bury, but this now he just nothing's happening. And Eriksson puts it wide from the free kick, and here we are. Ben Arthur again plays it to Anita, who has a crack and hits the woodwork, which is probably was our best chance of the game to get something from it, but no, nothing's happening. And then in with Dembele, who finishes us off, unfortunately. So as you can imagine, I'm not overly pleased at this point in the game, seeing as we're losing 2-0 to Tottenham, but hey ho, what can you do? My team, I mean, it's not bad, but it's by no means the best in the league. But no, did well to find the gap there, and yeah, deservedly puts them 2-0 up. And it should be ending the game pretty soon, maybe. But here we go, chance with Cabala going through, tackled to Ben Arthur, again tackled Davis, and there we go, ends the game, and we lose this match 2-0. But yeah, I'm going to be finishing the season, try and get as far as and everything I can, try and finish as high as I can. If I get sacked, I get sacked. There's nothing we can do about it, but no, this is going to be the final season, and there's the confirmation that we lost. And again, the message from the board saying we're losing important matches, and here we are, cup tie against Chelsea, which I haven't beaten once in this series, and hopefully maybe we can do something against them today. Looking at their team, looking at their players, not a lot of names I recognise. Ramirez, obviously recognise. Felipe, whatever he is. Diego Costa, as you can just see in the background there. Here's my lineup: Krul, De Sciglio, Nastasic, Younger, and B.Y. Santon. Tiote, Anita, Sissoko, Cabela, Gouffran, and Cisse. No one really informed. Decided to move Cabela into the middle and drop Ozjakup because, again, I'm losing patience with him. And for Chelsea, we've got Schwarzer, Kane, Christensen, Zuma, Philip Luis, East Matic, Ramirez, Moses, Boga, Atsu, and Diego Costa. So a pretty half-strength Chelsea team. Kind of disrespectful to me, but when you're Chelsea, I suppose you can afford to be like that. But here we go, there's a chance with Chelsea, and can't do anything with it, and Krul collects it quite comfortably. Again, another chance for Chelsea with Diego Costa to Boga, back to Diego Costa. Krul comes out and gets enough on it to steer it wide, and here we go, chance for Cabela, maybe best chance of saving the game, and saved by Schwarzer quite comfortably again. Moses now beats his man way too easily, and De Sciglio passes it out for some reason, and yeah, Christian Atsu happens to be on the opposite end of it, and yeah, pretty poor goal to concede. What I was doing now, I don't know, but hey, it's happened. We've got to move on. And here we go, Cabela taking it through. Can't really beat Ramirez, but has a crack anyway, and straight into Schwartz's arms. Here we go with Anita into their box to Cabela to Cisse, who guides it into the bottom corner, and we level the score 1-1, and looking maybe to be getting something from this game after all, which many would have written this Newcastle side off before the game even started, but no, we're somewhere now, and maybe use this as a springboard and get a bit of momentum going, and hopefully get us into round 3 of the cup. And there's Zaniol's off looking rather smug considering he's not playing, but here we are, Ramirez, there's place at the Moses, who exactly the same place as Cisse just puts Chelsea 2-1 up. So back to square one, and but no, up until this point I was pretty confident we could get something back in this game. I feel we've been playing pretty well. Cabela to Cisse, takes it round, and unfortunately drags it wide. would have been a good goal, but no, it didn't play out. And see, Cabela straight at Schwarzer, and there we go, a corner which nothing comes from. But here we are with Willian, guides into Fabregas, and well collected by Krul. But here we are, 90th minute, Christian Atsu, and there we go, that's the final score. And once again, we're out of the Capital One Cup at the first time of asking. And well, as you can probably assume I would be right now, I was fuming. I mean, I was vile. As I say, it's a good thing this wasn't, they recorded, audio didn't get recorded. Well, as you can hear, the audio has been recorded, it's just not the commentary which didn't. And Lascelles saying he wants more play time. So here we go for the final episode, game of the episode, away at the Emirates, as you can see here, against Arsenal. Always going to be a tough game, but here we go. Ospina, Debussy, Chambers, Mertesacker, Monreal, Flamini, Walcott, Diaby, Wilshere, Cazorla, Welbeck, Ben Chesney, Jenkinson, Sanchez, Sonogo, Gibbs, Ramsey and Afobe on the bench. Pretty solid Arsenal, pretty close to what their lineup is in a minute in real life. And hopefully we can get something. And I decided I was going to play my youth team, so I just couldn't be asked anymore, so the kids were playing. Whips it into Diaby, who has a crack and puts it wide. Wide, here we go. Walcott again, plays it through the Wilshere and is saved by Scuffet. And Lascelles gets a foot on it and gets it away. Here are Cazorla, whips it into Welbeck, who gets it to Diaby, to Wilshere, and drags it wide. But no, it's like last couple of games I don't think I've been playing bad, and just dragged it wide from Connor Wickham. Very unfortunately missed a very well struck free kick. Maybe if Scabello would have scored, but we've got to move on. But here we are, Connor Wickham taking it through. Not quite what I want, but not good block from Flamini. No, Monreal. And we get the corner. And here's the replay, just so you can see that block again. Quite lucky to get there. Maybe the spinner would have got there. We'll never know, unfortunately. But nothing came from the corner. And here we are, Cazorla with the free kick. In the perfect territory from Redusank. And no, it dragged wide, thankfully for me. And here are Ramsey to Wilshere. Can he do anything? No, blocked by the defender, and Scuffet collects and disperses it to Wickham. Plays through to Sombalonga, who was making his debut in this game. Takes around Mertesacker one-on-one, and no, too casual with the shot, and Ospina collects it quite comfortably. And here we are in the final seconds of the game. Deschiglet clears, and we get a boring 0-0 draw against Arsenal. Arguably, maybe last season we could have said this was a good result. This season, this is more aware of points dropped, especially when we're supposed to be qualifying for Europe. And there you go, there's the confirmation of the score. And I'm actually going to be bringing the match stats up for you so you can see how much of a boring 0-0 this was. There you can see 7 shots for them, 3 for me. Not the best game in the history of the world. And here we go. Fortunately, we got Lacazette back from injury, so he'll be making his return next episode, certainly. And Street saying thanks for the play time, and then off of the thing from Lascelles saying he wanted to play more. And Santon and Sissoko both wanting to discuss their wages, which as I said, I wasn't overly sure if I was going to continue this season at this point. So I did decide I was going to give them their money because they are players I would have wanted to keep hold of. There you go, here's Sissoko. He wants the 70 grand, which to be quite honest, I'm happy to give him. And again, crucial for, actually I decided to play him as a squad rotation because I don't use him that much. And Santon wants 40 grand, which he's already on, just for an extra year, an important first team player, and we'll find out what happens with them next episode. But for now, our next game's against City. I'm It's Mail RGHD. I'll see you next time, and yeah, peace out, and wish me luck for the next couple of games and for the rest of the season, seeing as we're in 15th. But yeah, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.